Hello guys, welcome back to another YouTube video with Tank Reaper on World of Warships console. That's right, we are covering the German Tier 2 destroyer, the V-25. That's right, the V-25 destroyer. And what's it about, some of the stats of the ship and stuff like that? Well, we're going to cover that in today's video. First, let's cover the captain. I'm not even going to pronounce his name, but I get observant range, which mass destroying main battery reload time is 6%. Then I have listen closely, which is sonar. Sorry for that, guys. Cooldown time is 3%. Sonar charge 2%, and sonar duration 35%. Then I have back in stock, which is torpedo launching reload time is 2%, and then smoke on the water, which smoke screen dispersion time 2% and smoke screen deployment time 2%. There's this thing, even though it says Leviathan, which this is pretty decent for a destroyer. Max HP is 2% and max movement speed 3%. Special effects, it's a special effect. Order shift time 20%. Basically, that's all pretty cool, and that's all the stuff that I have on this captain. I mean, you could change it out with this or a few other things for the captain, but also, you know, the upgrades, because this is a Tech 2 ship, it does leave on to the V-170 German Tier 3 destroyer. It gets HE, AP, and torpedoes. It gets a damage control party, which basically every ship does. It gets a smoke screen. Consumable duration is 20 seconds. Smoke screen dispersion time 49 seconds. Reload time 240 seconds. And the number of them you get is 2 of them. The engine boost, you get engine boost. Max speed is 8%. Consumable duration 220 seconds. Reload time is 180 seconds. And number of them you get only 2 of those. That's basically in that stats. The survivability, which is the hit points, is 7,750 hit points. The main batteries, 105mm TBT SLC-16. She gets 3 of these guns. Firing range is 8.5 kilometers. Reload time is 3.8 seconds. And turning time is 18 seconds. Max HE shell damage is 1,200 damage. Firing setting chance is 5%. Max AP shell damage is 2,300. Pretty decent for a little destroyer. Torpedo launching hers, 500mm Enzelion. She gets 2 of them, which I will show you what where these torpedoes are basically located at. The reload time though is 37.2 seconds. Turning time is 7.2 seconds. Max damage is 10,600. And torpedo detection range by sea is 1 kilometer. She also gets another launching yours, 500mm Zillion. She gets 2 of these. Reload time 37.2 seconds. Turning time is 7.2 seconds. Max damage is, well, basically the same, 10,600. And torpedo detection range by sea is 1 kilometer. Torpedo range is 7 kilometers. And the torpedo speed is 52 knots. Pretty decent. She does get a decent amount of these. And like I said, I will show you them after we're done with the other stats. The AA guns, 7.92mm MG08. She gets only 2 of these, which is not the best, but you know, you're not really going to see too many aircraft carriers. If you do, you're basically going to have your AA guns turned off. Your average damage per second is 3. Firing range is 1 kilometer. Max speed is 34.9 knots. Turning circle radius is 440 meters. Rudder shift time is 2.2 seconds. And the detection... Yeah. Sorry for that, guys. I am trying to get myself to say this. The detectability range by sea is 5.1 kilometers. Detectability after firing your main guns is 8.5 kilometers. and when the ship is on fire is 7.1 kilometers. Detectability by air is 2.6 kilometers. After firing your main batteries from the air is 4.7 kilometers, and when the ship is on fire, 5.6 kilometers. Granted detectability range is 2 kilometers, and while firing in smoke is 2 kilometers. The armor of the ship is, well, I mean, it's a destroyer, so yeah. The bottom is 6. The fore-end plating is also 6. The fore-end deck is 9. The fore-end athwart ship is 6. The bottom is 6. The end plating is 6 to 9. And the aft-end deck is also 9. Side platings is 6. And the top side plates are also 6. Yep. The rear plates are 6. The bottom plates are 6. The frontal plates are also 6. The side plates are 6. Top plates are 6. Athwart ship is 6. The armor belt is 6 to 9. Bottom is 9. Deck is also 9. And athwart ship is 6. So basically that covers the armor of the ship. But the torpedoes. Right, so as you see in the very nose of the ship, there's 2 launchers. Only one torpedo tube and both left port and starboard side of the ship. So yeah, you can't really launch either one of these on either side. They can only be launched on one side. Then you get these ones back here. They are 2 different locations in the ship, but basically you can launch 4 of these on both port and starboard side. So basically all together, because those ones only has a turning circle of like to like right there, I think, and to right there, at least the 2 forward torpedo tubes. So basically you can only launch 1 torpedo this side and this side. These 4 back here, you could basically launch them from here to here. So that is something to be aware of. And the guns, as you see, one in the forward of the ship, one back here between both those torpedo tubes, and one in the rear end of the ship. But I think that's probably enough talking about the little German V-25 destroyer. Let's take her out, let's see what she could do, and I'll see you guys on the battlefield. See you there. So we're on our first game, guys, called Solomon's Island. Solomon's Island. Islands. Huh. Sounds like we're trying to say Solomon from Uncharted. Which sadly it ended today. Oh no! Oh well. Well, at least there's a new way. Knowing that we're going to get some more content in. Hopefully sometime soon. I got plenty of games to get content and stuff like that into the videos and stuff. What the frick is on my desk? What the heck was that? I have no clue what that was, but okay. But as you can see right there, where I just showed off the torpedoes a little bit. That the torpedoes could only go. Okay. I don't know what that was. I knew I heard something in the game, but I wasn't really paying attention much. I was just looking around, waiting until we get into the area that we have to, and well, yeah. I guess somebody wanted to torpedo me. The enemy destroyer. Enemy? Allied destroyer. But right there he is. Maybe. Wait. Huh? Oh, I think that's somebody on my team. I'm just checking how far that battleship is, so I know if he's in torpedo range. But he's not. That is the American Tier 3 battleship. After all, I forget to say, we are bottom tiered once more. But unlike World of Tanks, in World of Warships, it really doesn't matter if you're bottom tiered. You're always going to do some good damage. But we are inside the capture point now. We do spot ourselves the Trinio. So I start smoking up because my allied Japanese destroyer is keeping him spotted. So I'm gonna fire my guns. I decide to make it a short spread. So I launched 2 of my side torpedoes. As I look at him now, it doesn't look like he's gonna run right into those. I did capture the base. Let's see, do I hit him? At least please some guns. There we go. We get 1 shattered on him. Not really much damage, but he suddenly turned sideways. So it's like, huh. But then I was like, these 2 torpedoes ain't gonna do much. But I did get a penetrating shot. And I did get 1 torpedo hit. It knocked out his steering. He did start turning, which, yeah. Sorry for that if you hear my mic. I am hitting him. He does dodge those torpedoes from my allies. But we still keep on shooting him. I do get out of the smoke. I catch him on fire. And I get the kill. Wonderful. Just wonderful. I like that. I did. And what there is one of the new destroyers. The European destroyers. Fire my first salvo. Penetrate 1 shot. That's a miss. Got 2 penetrating shots. Here comes the Wyoming. I was seeing if I can get some torpedoes away. Launch 2 of my guns. Launch a torpedo on this side. And it's like, let's try to do this side, but I went too far, so I just go back and then launch another one. I decided to do it actually. And there's the destroyer again. Well, I fire a salvo at him because he's a much more deadly target than my cruiser friend and my battleships friends and stuff. I was deciding to get sideways on the torpedo deck side, but I seen those torpedoes right there in the water, and he's already dead. So I decided to take my guns out on this guy, catch him on fire. Another 2 hits. I mean, I'm only firing him with 2 guns. He does knock out my steering. I brought it back. I probably should have not done that, but I did anyways. And yep, here we go. We get 2 shots on him. He is dying very quickly. He does knock out my steering. I got all my shots onto him. Got 6 shots onto him, and I wipe him out. Up to 16,000 damage. And like there's a Phoenix. And I was like, oh boy, my steering's knocked out. I'm going slow. And oh, and my damage control party is still off on cooldown. Oh boy. So that's why I'm turning those in. I want my allies to also hit this guy. And there's my damage control party. Comes off cooldown. I decided to use it. Good thing I did. Because he was starting to get very close. I was very much don't want to start firing my guns at this moment. So I launched torpedoes at him. But I do get spotted because he does get into my spotting range. So I decide, you know what? Start shooting guns. So I had fired my first salvo, HE. And I thought he was going to go broadside. No, he's starting to turn. So I loaded AP. Because like I said, I thought he was going to go broadside. But I launched 1 torpedo. Am I going to launch another one? Probably not. So I load HE back up. Okay, keep on shooting. He does, well, gets hit by 1 of my torpedoes. I don't think he was expecting those. I was going to try him with more of my torpedoes, but it's like, nope. Never going to get that. And I killed him with that salvo of HE. Only 1 shot hit and penetrated and killed him. And I think my allied destroyer there was thinking the same thing I was thinking about, of going for the carrier. And I was like, the carrier. He's back here somewhere. I know he is. But my team is starting to pinpoint a enemy destroyer behind us. And I wasn't really paying much of attention to what my enemy team was saying. I thought it was on the other side of the map. You know, I seen this guy over here following me and looking around. As I see my teammates pointed out, I'm trying to see if I can find this guy, but I just don't see him. So I'm starting to turn, and I'm turning to go for capture point A. Yeah, capture point A. And I realized capture point B was getting captured. So I looked at, and there is the last, well, not last, but the enemy destroyer, the Izuzuki. Izuzuku? Oh boy, I'm probably butchering that name so badly. But he is basically capturing our point. Which, I mean, we are ahead on points. So, but he is in a massive crossfire between a carrier and a cruiser and a battleship. But, I mean, I could go over there and help my team take him out. But I have great high doubts for my team to take this guy out. And I do fire my guns, I don't get spotted. But, well, I mean, he's pretty far away, so.
Damn, bro, he's so dead, man.
Well, I'm guessing that's one of my teammates just spoke in there. But I didn't have my mic on at the time of recording this video. That did surprise me there, guys, a little bit. I was wondering what the heck that was, too, when I first heard it in the game. I thought it was one of my friends. I was like, oh boy. Even though we weren't really playing the same game with each other, World of Warships. Um, but I did want to capture this point, and I was deciding to go for C as well after I captured this point. So that way we could have at least some more points coming in. Because the battleship was last spotted over this way. So, yeah. Our Suzuki does find the enemy carrier, which I'm going to leave him have his fun with the enemy carrier. After all, he needs it. Everybody needs to take on a carrier. That guy does get unspotted, but I do spot him. And there we go. The Danny? I think that's the British cruiser. At tier 3 got the kill, so good job for that guy. Getting the kill. So where's the battleship? Because their carrier's done, their destroyer's done. Where's the battleship? Well, I don't spam, but at least we are going to get the knowledge of where he's actually at. And I really don't want to play, like, risk it too much to actually get him. So, where is he, tank? Well, we're going to come around this corner. And no, there is not going to be no enemy battleships around this corner. If there was, I would probably poop my white panties. Yeah, I probably would be. Close quarters with a German battleship. Yeah. No, thank you. No, thank you. I I really don't want to get too close to an enemy battleship that's a German battleship with great secondaries. So, yeah, he's not right there. And it takes me a little while to realize where he's really at. He's actually on the other side of the island. So, yeah. So that means we get C all to ourselves. That's right, boys and girls. We get to capture C. And with that capture, that's really going to help us with points. I mean, even though we really don't need it, but I'd rather have the points because I've seen teammates throw a winning battle. So, in ways, I don't want to lose this battle. I was thinking, what can I do to make sure my team does completely win? Well, because the other destroyer's not deciding to come for the capture points either, I decide to go for them instead of going for the kill. I mean, I am up to 3 kills. If I would get this kill, it'd be my 4th kill of the game. But I'm not trying to be hoggy with kills or anything like that, so I decided to cap. I'm just keep on this battleship. Just scratch my neck, guys. But he is getting hit by my teammates, which is good. Need a drink. Yeah, so what do I think about this old German V-25? Well, for me, personally, to me, German destroyers don't get fun until the at least tier 4. To me, they just look a little bit more better at tier 4 and higher. But that's only my opinions. Everybody else has their own opinion. Though doesn't mean they're not fun. They are pretty fun. Even once you get into the more higher tiered German destroyers, because they do get hydro. So basically, you could use hydro against another enemy destroyer while they're in smoke, or detects torpedoes and stuff. So, which is really good for a destroyer. But we do lose a carrier. I forgot to mention that. So now we're down to 2 destroyers. Me and that Azazuka. I do activate my engine boost. And to get a little more faster, I am up to 25,000 damage in this game, which is really good at tier 2. After all, I mean, your guns don't do the best amount of damage with a single shot. I mean, yeah, 1,000 damage per shot with HE, but you know, and sometimes AP, and also sometimes if you can get those torpedo hits, 10,000 damage per shot. So, yeah, okay. I see your point. I do tell my team, good game, because this was actually a pretty good game for me. I don't know for anyone else from my team, but it was for me. Encountering one of the new European destroyers, which is always fun. I bet he's grinding out because tier 1 and tier 2, the European line is only at those 2 tiers where you could actually get to play them. But this battleship is way out of range for my guns, and he's way out of range for my torpedoes. I'm checking how far he is, and yeah, that's a quick way of actually seeing how far somebody is by using torpedoes. You could actually run into a few things of doing that, because your torpedoes could tell you how far somebody is. Our ally Azuke is trying to torpedo this guy, but I don't think any of those torpedoes actually hits. I actually want to try to get some kind of guns firing on this guy, even if I can't get my torpedoes shooting at him. Though the Suzuki is firing, but he's very low on hit points. I mean, I wouldn't be shooting at this point, but my damage control, my boost, not damage control, comes off cooldown. I start firing. That salvo hits. 2 showers, 1 penetrating shot. I'm starting to hit him a little bit more, but we won. I didn't recognize what we won by, but it was a victory, guys, even though it was a decent victory for me, and yes, it was. I hope you guys did enjoy this. If you did, please leave a like, and also subscribe to the channel if you guys want to, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye for now.